Do you wonder how to find a good real estate agent in Turkey? I've bought 8 properties in Turkey. I'll show you my own strategy and how I found the agents for all my real estate in Turkey. Finding a good real estate agent in Turkey and actually anywhere is very difficult. I'll explain what motivates real estate agents and how you can find your dream property in Turkey. Let me first explain how real estate agents operate in Turkey. The vast majority of agents are focused on a specific neighborhood. Most agents also prefer to represent sellers in the first place. Imagine this is a property in Istanbul, Beşiktaş. The seller agrees with this real estate agent in Beşiktaş to become his representing agent. The agent will then start advertising this real estate in Turkey. Let's assume a buyer approaches the agent and wants to buy the property. Then the representing agent would earn up to 2% plus VAT from the buyer and also up to 2% plus VAT from the seller. Now, let's assume a different scenario. We have the same situation, but the buyer also has his own agent. These are called buyer's agents. In this case, the representing agent of the seller gets up to 2% plus VAT only from the seller. The buyer also pays his own buyer's agent up to 2% plus VAT. So overall, it is much more lucrative for agents to represent sellers. In the first scenario, the representing agent earns up to 4%, but buyer's agents can only earn up to 2%. However, you also have to keep in mind, agents who are part of a real estate agency often split the commission 50-50 with the agency owner. If you want to learn how to find your dream property in Turkey and which cities I recommend for foreigners, watch this full guide here. You can access this video only via the link in the description. Now, let's look at it from the perspective of a buyer. Let's say you want to buy a property in Istanbul. You approach an agent in Beşiktaş. The agent will try to sell you one of the properties in his portfolio in Beşiktaş. In that case, the agent would earn up to 4%. This agent has no financial incentive to help you find a property outside his portfolio. If this agent became your buyer's agent, he would only earn 2%. So this agent prefers selling the properties in his own portfolio. So how do you find your dream property in Turkey? The successful strategy I used to buy my own properties was this. I did not work with agents at the beginning of my search. Instead, I focused on finding my favorite cities and neighborhoods. As a result, I ended up working with a different real estate agent for each property I've bought in Turkey. In summary, I do not recommend working with an agent right away. Instead, focus most of your effort on finding the exact location where you want to buy real estate in Turkey. If you're interested in what I've learned from buying 8 properties in Turkey over the last 10 years, then check out this video here. Thanks for watching.